Good morning, Siri Broker. We are streaming on the StreamYard app this morning from the Samsung Galaxy S20. So if you noticed that the audio is not that great, I apologize. If you're using the StreamYard app, you really, to have good audio, you need to be at your PC with a headset. But I just wanted to go live so I could highlight the great comments on the StreamYard app here. So we're using the mobile device. So you're not going to have that great audio, but hopefully the video quality is good. Good morning, Tup, to you. Look at that. She caught the early live stream. It does help with the StreamYard app. You can put the notification out, and then there's no problem using the same URL of the notification when you just go live. So thanks for coming in, Tup, to you. Really appreciate you. Hello, Dave R. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for coming in, Dave R. Nitban is here. Hello, Nitban. Just seen the reminder on Facebook. Oh, great. Yeah, that's one additional great thing about the StreamYard is we are streaming on the Facebook platform as well as the YouTube at the same time. So I kind of like to do this because a lot of my family follow me on the Facebook rather than the YouTube channel. So may have my daughters and grandchildren tuning in. So appreciate you guys there. Speaking of that, looky there. Good morning. There's my daddy's girl from Missouri. Good morning, April. Thanks for coming in. I hope you're doing well. Your stepmother, Nam Yin, is getting ready to go to work, and I'll be following her shortly after that. I'm on a mission to pick up a new refrigerator cooler for the bar today. So that'll be something I try to take care of. I got the truck ready to go, and I'm trying to get 3 strong Thai guys to help us. So we're working on it. Thanks for coming in, daughter. I miss you so much. Alaska John's in the house. Good day from Anchorage. Good to you? Okay, yeah. It normally like the ambient sounds, the birds and all that are really muffled. But if I'm staying close to the device here, hopefully, yeah, my voice will be decent. Yeah, I still, I pay a membership, Siri Broker for the StreamYard application. It's a monthly fee. It's not real cheap. I think it's like around $20 US per month. And I just haven't been using the platform. What's great about it also, Siri Broker, is you can use the StreamYard app to record a vlog. So you can have the green screen and be able to put, highlight stuff behind you. So I'm working on some vlogs right now. I mentioned before that I'm doing my favorite Thailand-based Thai people that speak English on YouTube. So that's quite a project I'm working on. But it's kind of nice. Instead of going live, you can enter the studio and just record. And so I'm also going to use the same platform when I do the vlog that I've told everybody is coming on the 1-year Nano family visa extension. So that's been completed. I'm still waiting on the call to go get the stamp. So I thought I would wait till I have the footage of the actual, follow-up call from Rayong Immigration to come get my 2022 stamp. But yeah, it's really a nice platform, not only for live, but you can make video vlogs out of it. Like I say, the green screen tricks are really, really nice. Randy, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Kevin Maltby, thanks for coming in. Good morning, Thomas. Kevin, I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly with that Y. I'm thinking it's Maltby. But appreciate you, Kevin. Looky there, Tyron. Good morning. Hey, Tyron. I do owe you an apology for misreading a deleted comment from you, and I appreciate you accepting that because I know you're a good supporter of the channel, and we appreciate you. Sometimes when Triple T's getting a little passionate, he can overstep himself. Got to love Thailand in the house. Good morning, Dave. Hope you are well up there in Surin. I sure enjoy following your channel, Dave. It's just good stuff, and we need those voices on YouTube. You know, there's a lot of great expats in Thailand, but there aren't that many of us that have YouTube channels, right? So the fact that you're doing what you're doing and showing your happy life and your commitment to having a second home here in the Kingdom of Thailand, man, it's all good stuff. So kudos to you, brother. Jeff Johnson, always appreciate you too as well. And yeah, I'm viewing it on the YouTube so that I can highlight these great people. I mean, viewing it through the StreamYard app, but I could actually be viewing through the YouTube stream as well, and then I can see the moderators and all that. But one thing that I can't see because I'm viewing it on the StreamYard app is I can't see who's moderating and what's going on. But I know you guys got all that covered, so I'm not worried. Hello, Jeff. Hi, Dave. Looky there. There's Bill Cohen. Hey, thanks for coming in, guys. No specific reason or anything for the live stream. Does look like we've got storm clouds off to the southeast here. So we are officially in the rainy season here in Thailand, and it is muggy and hot. So yeah, we've got a soy dog making an appearance. Thanks for coming in, Bill. I appreciate it, man. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Looky there, daughter. We got some of the subscribers and supporters of the channel saying good morning to you as well. And yeah, the chat kind of skips around on me a little bit, so sometimes I can get a little out of place here. Everything is well, Bill. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's Jeff Johnson saying hello, April. And there's Yin Rudy South. Good morning, baby. She's busy, man. She gets up in the morning and just gets with it, taking care of stuff and getting ready to head out and open the doors of the open mic. Sue Rowan, good morning to you. Thank you so much for your great comments on the channel from the Capricorn coast of Queensland. I cannot wait to visit your country, Sue, when things get back to normal, as they will. I think there's a lot of good news out there on the horizon. Even here in Thailand's gotten some upgraded good news on the situation in a lot of aspects of it. But yeah, I think the world is rallying around these great prevention measures and getting people vaccinated, right? So I'm real optimistic that we're going to be traveling again, Sue, and I can't wait to visit your country. I've always wanted to go there. I've got so many great Aussie friends here in the Kingdom of Thailand, so it's going to be a great experience. Definitely looking forward to it. I really appreciate you supporting the channel, and I'm glad you enjoyed the garden shop video. You know, it's just one of those things. It's a same day video. Made it or filmed it that day, threw it in the editor that day, and put it out because it's just one of those things. It's just a visual, right? But I really did it for the ladies. You know, a lot of guys aren't really into the flower shops. I am personally. I appreciate the beauty of nature and these tropical plants. I've got a daughter that my youngest one, her name is Alicia, and April's little sister, and she has a lot of experience. One of her jobs as she was paying her way through nursing school was working at a nursery, a plant nursery, right? And so a lot of times I'll just send her photos of stuff, and I'm like, "What is this flower, daughter?" And she pretty much knows. So it's cool. Thank you, Sue. Appreciate it. Hello, Tup to you. Hi, Sue. Hello, Bill Cohen. Got to love Thailand. Hello, Yinridi South. Good morning, Dave. Jeff Johnson. See, it's just the greatest thing about this little channel is people just connecting with one another, right? I mean, they may not necessarily drop into the live stream to see what they've already seen, the viewpoint here from the upper deck, but they sure like coming in and checking up on everybody. Thank you for that, Tup to you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Jeff Johnson in the house. Siri Broker saying hello. Hey, thanks for the link there, guys. Yeah, I'm going to continue to put out those live home tours. I think it's kind of nice. those of you, I really haven't given a lot of my background, but I was a professional building contractor for about 25 years, had my own business. So I really appreciate craftsmanship. I grew up in the trades. My father is an outstanding craftsman. So my mother was a restaurant manager and my father was always on the job site. So I grew up doing a little bit of both. And then my professional career, for the most part, after I got out of the Army, I was a field cook in the Army because I joined the Army at 17. But anyway, I really, I just enjoy seeing all the different styles of homes that are available on the market here in Thailand. So, but what I'm not going to do on the channel is there's a reason that I really don't get involved in the pricing and all that, and I would just rather defer to the professionals, right? Like Siri Broker here in the Kingdom of Thailand, because what ends up happening if I list the asking price or something, and you get all these comments that are just kind of ridiculous in a way, right? So the people that are seriously wanting to make inquiries, we had James C. Shannon making an inquiry and stuff like that. Then I can, they can message me privately, obviously, with all the links that I have on the channel, but then the links of Siri Broker are always going to be in those real estate style videos. So I've created a playlist now. I've done 3 separate videos with Siri Broker, and so there's 3 videos in that playlist now. I just basically, I think the title is Homes for Sale in Thailand. I just made it generic. So we'll keep adding to that playlist, and even if you're not in the market, you can get a really good visual. If you're not in the market, you don't really care about the housing price, right? Unless you're a serious buyer, that's not your concern. You want to see the quality of the construction and the different styles of homes, in the area here. So that's the reason I do it, for no other reason. But it does generate some pretty good traffic on those videos, because people are interested. They don't know, maybe they've only seen the Thai style homes, and they really haven't gotten a tour. So don't ever think that some of these really nice pool villas are completely out of your price range, because I can tell you, a $500,000 home here in Thailand is probably going to be half that, like $250,000 home. So you just gotta, if you're really interested, just gotta click on the link and send an email or whatever, and we're not trying to hide anything. It's just, that's not the purpose of the video tours. I hope you'll understand the purpose of the video tours, just to get the information out there about the availability of different styles of houses. We've got another one coming up. It's a little older home, right? So we're going to keep doing that, and I'll just keep adding them to that playlist. So I really appreciate you, Siri Broker, giving us all the opportunity to see the availability of the real estate market here in Thailand. And I really enjoyed the Aussie. And, that was one of the additional benefits that I wanted to put out, in addition to giving a house tour, but also to kind of squelch some of the, negativity about how foreigners can't own, housing here, and, they have no rights and they can't recoup their investments. It's just all nonsense. And I think Rob, the Aussie gentleman that is the homeowner, that is the seller, kind of said it very well, very, very well. And that wasn't choreographed or planned. It was just a live tour, guys. So I really appreciate the ability to add that playlist to this channel, and we're going to continue to do that. David Kinney, thank you. Sue Rowan's in the house. Rong Sant's here. Good morning, Rong Sant. And Rong Sant, I really, anytime you need to send me a private message, right? I would really love to have the opportunity to meet with you and buy you some breakfast or what have you. I really appreciate you coming into the channel, because a lot of people have questions for you. Your English skills are really good, and you're 74 years young, Kun Thai, right? So there's a lot of people that may want to, question you about things that only Thais can answer, the Thai perspective, right? So I really appreciate you being part of the channel, Rong Sant. Really, really do. And everyone obviously cares, is concerned about you. Insight. You better listen. Insight. Come on, Lucky. Brownie. we got a little issue going on with our rescue pup. She's coming into heat. She's way too young to come into heat, but nevertheless, she's in heat. Go ahead, Blackie. Inside. No, inside. It's okay. Inside. Good girl. So yeah, we got a little issue with our Labrador Jake. Obviously, he's not cut, and he's losing his freaking mind. So we're having to take special measures. Baby, you be careful. Looky here. You've got supplies for the restaurant loaded up. Love you, baby. Say hello to April. April's watching. Okay. You be careful. You look so beautiful. But anyway, wrong stunt. Really, truly, man. Anytime you happen to be in my area or whatever, or when things get back to normal, my wife and I are going to come to Bangkok. I've got a great friend over there. He goes by Aussie Thai Bangkok. He's been in Bangkok for I think 30 something years. So he's invited my wife and I to come really see the city by somebody that knows all the great places to go see. And so we're looking forward to spending some time in the capital as soon as we can. And we have the ability to take a break away from the restaurant. We're getting really good, well-trained staff, and we're looking forward to adding more staff. And we just bought, like I say, just purchased a brand new 3-door refrigerator. So yeah, we're going to organize the kitchen a little bit more. So even though things are a little slow, we're still continuing. Bye bye, baby. And just like that, she rode out of our lives. No, but anyway, really appreciate it, guys. And I'm not going to apologize to anybody, but I do want to kind of clarify. Got quite a few comments on my little rant video that I put out. And guys, it just is what it is, man. I think everyone knows me. I'm going to stand up for what I feel is wrong in the eyes of Thai, and I'm going to try to represent all of the great expats that I know that are grateful to live here and have so much respect for this country and the people and their culture. And that's just what I'm going to do. And I'm not out to, be critical or anything of any certain YouTubers or anything here in Thailand, but I'm just going to keep doing that. And hopefully I don't have to continue to repeat, what I think should be an obvious awareness. But if I do need to, I will again. And if they feel like I'm way out of line or whatever, then that's okay, because a lot of them are pretty thin skinned, But I think any objective person that looks at some of the content that's out there, especially during this time of crisis, it's just not a comfortable feeling to watch some of that stuff. And I've got a lot of great friends that have YouTube channels here in Thailand. I certainly am not trying to pin everybody in the same basket, right? Because there's a lot of people that are very aware, right, of what they're doing on YouTube, but there's others that are not. And hopefully we can have an impact on them, and maybe they'll self-reflect and reevaluate kind of some of what they're doing. And if it ends up impacting things in a positive way to where people have a little bit more discretion, right, about what they're doing, instead of trying to get to this glorious number of subscribers and views and on this big mission, which there's nothing wrong with that. But in the process of focusing on yourself and your channel, it's always a good idea to keep respect in the forefront of your mind. So that's what I'm going to do. And sometimes I'm not the best communicator, and I'll get people rattled up a little bit and everything, but that's what it was about. And if I lose some subscribers, and I've mentioned other channels by name on their channel. I drop comments where I feel like I'm not trying to troll them or anything, but I'm just gonna kind of speak my mind on there, and that's the end of that, right? So we've got great people that are looking out for the channel and going to remove the live stream issues that we might have, and then we're staying on top of just not responding, removing, and blocking, comments. So I don't want to go down the road of of drama on this channel. I want to keep everything positive, but occasionally, guys, occasionally, and if it bothers anybody, I'm sorry. That's all I can do. But occasionally, I am going to have to say something because I get feedback from great Thai people, and a lot of these guys are under a microscope now, and they just if it helps them, right? They may hate me or whatever, but if what I say helps them kind of reevaluate what their goal is with their YouTube channel based out of Thailand. And I know a lot of these people probably didn't want to be based out of Thailand. They're kind of travel vloggers, and then because of the situation, they've been stuck here. Whatever visa they may hold, maybe they get the amnesty extension that Thailand has continued to give people that were here and got stuck, right? But anyway, that's enough of that. I just wanted to kind of let you good people know that the channel's not going to change. But if there's somebody that doesn't like a comment that I've dropped on another channel, then they certainly don't have to follow this channel, right? They can just agree to disagree and go about their merry way, right? So yeah. Oh yeah, Robert, I did catch part of that live stream you did out there, man. That was cool, man. The shipyard and everything. I love seeing California. It's really good stuff, Robert. Really appreciate it, man. Great channel, great guy. There's Steve in the house. Background is also construction. Oh, really? Is that right? Well, that's good, Steve. I mean, there's so many people, diverse expats here in the Kingdom of Thailand from all walks of life. Uh, I'd probably say the majority of the expats in Thailand are retired, came here to retire, but there's quite a few expats here that are in business, right? So it kind of goes, but matter of fact, I got two neighbors from Holland right over here. And yeah, they're both on B visas, right? They've got business up here in Rayong City. I believe some kind of an export business, but anyway, I'll let these dogs up. Oh, God, don't jump on me. Go play. But anyway, yeah, Steve, good stuff, man. Thank you. Thank you. Got to love Thailand. Hi, David. And then the chat just jumped all the way down for me. And I know I'm probably way behind anyway. Let me see if I can just scroll through real quick and get caught up with these great people. This is one of the great things about the StreamYard. I mean, you can't help it when the chat jumps, but it's kind of nice to be able to highlight what people are saying. Randy E's in the house. Thank you, Randy E. Tyron. Wow. Yeah. They have over 800 properties on the website. So I'm sharing their actual website of the Century 21 Series broker and then their Facebook page as well, because a lot of people in Thailand just use Facebook. It's really a good avenue to get a lot of people to just drop by the Facebook and take tours. And there's always contact information on the Facebook page too. You two girls quit. Blackie? No. Blackie's just really been upset about this whole pup being in heat and Jake acting like a crazy madman about it. So it's been kind of nuts. Hopefully she'll come out pretty soon. She's way too little, but I guess in nature, right? She's an adopted rescue soy dog. So if she was in nature, we got some bikers this morning. Good morning. I don't so what. But anyway, shoot, go back to what I was doing here. Randy E, Tyron, Wrong Sans. Right? Oh, yeah. Speaking of the bike thing, Wrong Sant, I've got my road bike over here. I bought secondhand. My wife and I bought these two bikes here, which I mean, they're okay, but I've actually bought a high quality. Maybe you guys are familiar with this Java brand. Really, really good road bike. And it's got the pedals on it that are the clip-in riding shoes, which I can't do that. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to take it to the bike shop and get it fitted with the right pedals and just kind of get the maintenance done on it. And I'm going to start doing some road biking because I want to quit smoking cigarettes and I need to lose some weight. And one thing you don't want to do is puff on a cigarette after you've been riding a bike for a while. So anybody that is into road bikes in the area, we got a lot of road bikers around here. Maybe I can start hooking up with some of those guys too. And the Siri broker, if you're down, I'm down, man. Me and you on the bikes. I'm sure the wives would love it, right? The Thailand Celt, 31 watching, 12 thumbs up. Smash that like button. Half past midnight here in not so sunny Scotland. Thanks for that, Thailand Celt. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. It does help on the live streams if you get the interaction, right, which is the thumbs up, thumbs down, either way, and then the live chat comments, right? Everything helps. And it's an algorithms game. I don't know that much about it, and I've never been on a ambitious journey to rapidly get to 10,000 subscribers and all the stuff that a lot of these guys do on YouTube, which I mean, kudos to them, right? I'm not knocking them, but it's just not my thing, right? Anyway, I showed you a couple of new flowers here, Sue, that you might have seen in the video. I love this. I don't know what it is. If anybody knows what flower this is, please comment. I mean, the greenery doesn't look like much, but I really like it. It's one of those that likes full sun, so that's why we've got it hung out here. Full sun and daily water, right? I just think it's awesome. Very cool. And then here's the other one. Kind of similar, but not the same. A little bit more greenery on this one, but yeah, pretty cool. 68 years. That's hilarious, Randy. You don't even want to know how Jake, our Labrador, is acting. It's completely ridiculous. He has no brain. All he can do is follow her around. That's all he can do. It's just ridiculous. And he's a really smart, well-trained Labrador. But right at the moment, yeah, I've got him in the kitchen where he can chill out in there. You can't get him to forget about Brownie. That's all he's got on his mind. And looky here, she's trying to get out. That's what she does. Right? Nami and put a blockade up there. She'll work her tail off to pull that board back so she can climb under the little bitty gap there, which is almost way too big to even do anymore. Hey, what are you doing? So you can see our little temporary blockade, because I mean, I'm going to drive the truck in and out here, right? So we can't permanently block. It's not that big of a gap. She absolutely has to lay down on her side to crawl out of that. So anyway, that is funny, isn't it, Sue? I mean, it is nature, right? He's a stud dog. You hear him in there crying, maybe. Probably not, because the audio on the StreamYard. Well, Tyron, I mean, I just got, you get a little swept up in the moment, and I am very passionate about, any social media platform, especially the guys that got a big audience and stuff, which is great. It's great. I love it. I love it that you got these channels that are real successful. But, you get caught up in it because I get really passionate. I mean, this is not a slogan for me, or a bumper sticker. You know what I mean? I just think every world traveler, every person that's ever, traveled the world, when they enter a country that's not theirs, there's just rules. And the number one rule is to have respect for the natives, right? So when you see people just doing stuff that's obviously humiliating to the Thais, you just got to question yourself, what in the hell are they doing, right? So that's all it was. But when I get so passionate and worked up about it, and then I'm seeing chat, and I'm explaining to people, look, we got an onslaught. Don't worry about it. They're not being read. They're being blocked and removed, right? We're not going to let it affect the channel. But I felt like I need to apologize, because right when I was wrapped up in, trying to send that message, is when I saw a message you deleted yourself just because you had some typos, right? So no, I'm not that kind of guy that to not admit when he's wrong and to say that, I'm sorry. I'm just not that guy. I will always admit, hey, I I kind of included Tyron in something that he has nothing to do with. So it very much deserved an apology, in my opinion. Hello, Thailand. So, okay, let me get through this. Yeah, I agree, Randy. I just don't want to turn anybody off because, as you guys know, uh, I'm really focused on the audience, the viewer, whether they're subscribed or not. I want to put out content that people can tune into and not hear about, doom and gloom or negativity and right, like the housing tours. You're not going to hear anything about anything except, the house we're taking a tour of, so people can tune into something like that and they don't have to get any opinions and worry about me crying about how this is affecting my business and oh poor me, right? So the channel is just not going to go down those roads. But yeah, I mean, I do agree rants are necessary every once in a while. People want to call me a drama queen or whatever, right? I don't care. But things need to be said, and whether or not they listen, I mean, the thing about, I'll just be honest with you guys, some of these YouTubers that have big audiences, big subscriber counts and stuff, I don't think they're necessarily bad people at all, but they kind of let it go to their head. They don't separate their life here in Thailand from their YouTube channel. It's like one and the same, right? It's like you think you're meeting a friend, right? Just a genuine friend, and he happens to be a YouTuber or a new YouTuber or whatever. So you're just being genuine. Oh, nice to meet you, and blah blah blah, right? You just want to gain a friendship. I have no agendas at all, right? I mean, I'm just doing my thing here. So I wasn't aware of how much of that is out there. And I think it's just because you look, they're a celebrity in their own mind. Like they really think that there's some, special Farong here in Thailand because they've got whatever 100,000 subscribers or whatever it is. And I'm not diminishing the success they've had on YouTube, and I think it's wonderful that they're able to gain that kind of audience. But if you're going to be, involved in charities, or you're really going to use your voice and your platform for the benefit of the country that you choose to live in, because as far as I know, there's no slave ships that are bringing these Farang to Thailand. So, they've chosen to be here and they've got this great big platform. Then why not go ahead and do things legitimately? And then that way you don't get called out. You don't get called out. And if you're going to be thin skinned and you're like, oh, how dare he make a comment on my channel or whatever, then that just kind of proves to me that the ego is just so overwhelming that you can't take any criticism. You can't take anything, right? And trust me, I've been called a drama queen. I've been told my words are going to have consequences. And this is from somebody that a lot of people in this chat follow his channel, right? They don't know that he said all these things directly to me, because I don't go on my channel and try to expose the truth of what this guy is all about. So I'm just going to leave it at that. You know what I mean? They need to get over themselves and start self-reflecting and think about what they're putting out. And if I can affect that change in some way, right, then great, great, great. I have noticed that there's some channels that are taking down their GoFundMe stuff, and like things are changing, right? Maybe not as many PayPal links and different things, right? Because I mean they're making decent on their ad revenue and their success of their channel. And my favorite channels here that are very successful, you don't see super chats, right? They may have a PayPal link or something, buy me a coffee. I don't see anything wrong with that, right? But they don't get involved in these charities. If they come across a needy charity here in Thailand, they're going to be transparent with their viewers and say, here's the link if you want to support, firefighters, or if you want to support, first responders that don't have government funding, or whatever the cause may be, right? There's just a way to do it. And you have the ability with your big platform, instead of being ego and making it all about you and just focused on more and more subscribers, more and more views, right? Any way you can do it. Instead of having that attitude, self-reflect and say, wow, I could really be making a positive impact here with my channel, right? What have I done for Thailand, right? What have I done for legitimate charities? What am I going to spotlight today, right? So either be in the game of charity legitimately or don't be in it. That's the way I would look at it. So they don't have to take any of my advice, right? Of course, a lot of them have disdain for me for even saying it, but I'm just that guy. I'm just gonna do my thing. Hey, thanks, Jerome. Talk to you, Andy Stubbs. Hello, Andy. It's all about credibility. Nothing wrong. Thank you, thank you. I will say, Sue, and I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, right? Because I'm not an ego guy. I have a lot of humility, really, really do. When you when you have a life-changing moment, you get diagnosed with a very rare autoimmune disease. If you don't, get a little humility in your life, then I don't know what's wrong with you, right? Because I'm not the man I used to be, not even half the man I used to be physically because of my disabilities. But look, I do have credibility, I think. I mean, I think that people know that, I wouldn't start some kind of drama or some Thailand vlogger wars or some nonsense childish games. I wouldn't do that. But what I will do is speak out when I see things that I think are wrong. And look, like I say, I'll never do it with a fake account. I don't go to any channels that I don't like and click the thumbs down. I mean, I just think it's stupid, to be honest with you, right? I just think it's stupid. But occasionally I'll drop a comment on a channel. And like I say, I've had some really, really instant negative reactions when I did such a thing. Like, how dare I? He's a star vlogger. And you little bitty triple T, you dare to make that comment and ask him not to flip off Thai people or something, right? So that's the kind of thing, and I really don't care. I really don't care because, you know, maybe that person, the star vlogger, has got all these viewers, will in some way think about, well, wait a minute, maybe Triple T's got a point here. Maybe I need to self-reflect. And if that happens, then great, right? No need to go down the war path, but I'm game for whatever they want to do. I really am, because I am a credible person. And I think people know that, to me, let's put Thai people first, especially during this current situation we're going through, and put aside the impacts that are happening to the foreign-owned businesses and stuff. Although, a lot of those businesses employ Thai people. So I'm not saying there's not credible people out there that have been impacted and they don't have a reason to chime out about it. Obviously they do, right? And that's great. But don't make yourself out to be this big victim and then, criticize everything that Thailand's trying to do to contain and all that, right? I, you know, if people take that perspective from my rant, then good enough, right? If they take another perspective and I keep getting threats about my wife's business going to have big problems and all this stuff keeps coming my way, the gloves might even come off more, right? And I'm just being generic and sending a message. I know the people that need to hear it know who I'm talking to. I don't need to call out names, but I will. I definitely will if they keep coming at me, and especially my wife's business and stuff like that, which is associated with my channel. So I don't want to go down any further paths of having to be a guy that's putting out rant videos, but I certainly will. I certainly will. And when I get veiled threats about, I know a police general or a military general, and, tie that into immigration and all this kind of crap like that, right? Somebody trying to be coy, and act like, they've got some super connections. And see, I've already gotten a message from this person that says my words will have consequences. Okay, that's a threat. Okay. Well, last time I checked, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So I'll say whatever the hell I want, right? I'm not worried about consequences from some star vlogger, right? Not a bit of concern on my part. Trust me. Trust me. So anyway, that's the thing, Tyron. I mean, you make a good point. I mean, there's legitimate people like Dave, Got to Love Thailand, Tony, Bad Badger. I mean, I could name a ton of them that are just great people, and they're just doing YouTube because it's a good hobby and they enjoy interacting with people. But these people that gang up and attack anyone, they want you to quit YouTube, Ron. That's what they want. They don't, it's like a competitive thing for them, right? Which I don't see it that way at all, right? But to me, it's just a social media platform, and to each their own. What goes on the channel is up to the channel creator, right? But that doesn't mean that that you can have a YouTube channel here in Thailand and be free from these attackers. It's just not going to happen. I mean, there's people that are just wonderful, wonderful people and would never even bother to say what I'm saying now, and they're still getting attacked, right? And that's what really gets me, is when they go after friends and people that don't deserve it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Jerome. Appreciate it. And we got new subscribers coming into the channel all the time, and I certainly don't want people to tune into this channel and go, oh my God, this guy is just, getting into all these Thailand vlogger drama wars and stuff. And because that's not what I'm going to do. But sometimes you got to follow up and try to clarify. And like I say, I get very passionate. I'm a man that makes mistakes. I am not beyond admitting that I make mistakes and apologize to people and do whatever I have to do, right? But uh, what I see is obvious. How do I want to say it? Just obvious disrespect for Thailand and Thai people. You may be masking it or trying to mask it in some way, but that's the way it comes across when I watch particular content. And and my question is just why? Why? I mean, you're successful on YouTube. You got a big platform. You got people follow your channel, want to contribute, whether they're sending super chats or PayPal's or whatever, right? Or just tremendous amount of views and getting, making $170,000 a year on your YouTube channel with AdSense and websites selling T-shirts. There's all good stuff. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But why not have a self-awareness that, hey, I'm a guest in Thailand. So really, when I get even a larger audience, I should be more aware of what I'm saying and doing, right? Okay. Okay, wrong son. Just anytime, you know how to contact us and anytime, wrong son. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, bicycle. I understood what you meant. Exactly. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that clarification. Steve Bynes is in the house. Oh, see, that means everything to me right there, you know. And look, I get feedback from other Thai people too, and they're like, "Thank you, man. Just thank you." You're not trying to be something that you're not, but it's kind of like you stand up for anybody that wants to disrespect Thailand in any way. So I do hear it, and I appreciate it. Oh, Cody Jackson's in here. Shit, I missed that one. Where's Cody? Oh my God, this guy. Yeah, don't worry about him. Tough to you. That's family. That's family. He's totally making a joke. Cody Jackson is a family member of mine. We're like third cousins. So yeah, his grandmother is my first cousin, and Cody was here in Thailand as an English professor for quite a while, and he got caught up. I believe in February. He loves Nepal and he loves to go hiking in the Himalayas and stuff like that. So that was before there was any big headline about some kind of a global crisis coming our way. It was just a little bit of talk about it. So he was on break, right, and went to Nepal, and it ended up getting caught up in the mess. And now he's back home in the United States. So yeah, don't worry about him. Up to you. He's solid. He is solid. He's coming in making a sarcastic remark because he's allowed to. Probably hoping to get other people to chime in. Yeah, this guy. What is up with this guy? It's a shame, tough to you. It really is, And look, guys, when I tell you I don't have fake accounts and I don't go to channels I don't like and click thumbs down, I'm being honest. I don't get the point of it, and I certainly wouldn't make threats, right? I might threaten a guy face to face. I've been known to do that, right? But not. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to. I mean, I just won't participate. Adults just don't do this stuff, guys. It's childish. Yeah, Steve Bine, what's the update, buddy? Yeah, wasn't that awesome? And Robert's a guy that you can tell carries himself with a lot of respect. And look, I'm not trying to get anybody that follows this channel to do anything different, to not watch other Thailand bloggers that I may be criticizing or whatever. I would never do that. I would never ask anybody to unfriend or do anything based on my opinions of certain things, right? But I'm just not. Look, when they come after me and they do it stealth like, but then I know who it is. I might just I might have a rant coming up where I just give a list of names And it's unfortunate that there's other vloggers out there that participate in the troll games because they're vloggers, right? So why would it? I don't know why my screen keeps doing that. Oh, okay, never mind. I was zooming in while I'm trying to scroll. But anyway, she's planning on going udon time. All right, good, good. Man, that chat just jumps. Keep forgetting. Hey, there's Bill Clock in the house. Thanks for coming in, Bill. And the chat jumped on me. Yeah, it's true. As far as YouTube algorithms, it's considered interaction. So it doesn't really matter if it's thumbs up or thumbs down, right? It's just, if I was to go give a thumbs down on a channel, I would give a comment as well and say, this is why I gave a thumbs down, right? But I mean, I'm just not into it, guys. I got way too much going on to follow channels that I don't even like, right? Yeah, you got to watch out for him. Got to watch out for him, Sue. You guys got to be leery of these ladies that follow the channel because they are on top of things, man. They are on top of things. I can't imagine like a Siri broker has got my six at all times. But if I had no other moderators than Tuck to you and Sue, I would be very, very comfortable. I've just got a lot of mods on the channel because there's so many different time zones and I'm doing stuff on no notice. Look at Jake. He's just, you guys, I mean, I hate to even show it, but look at it. He's just ignorant. Jake, he's not ignorant. He's a very, very well-trained dog, but at the moment, he's got one thing on his mind. I think somebody made a comment about, yeah, I've been there, done that. Jake, go lay down, huh? Go do something, huh? You can't get away from her? And you're just such a sweetheart, huh? You're just such a sweetheart. You don't know what's going on. You're way too young, huh? You're way too young. Hmm? Jake, calm down. Huh? Calm down. But anyway, guys, the reason I went live is to bring everybody into the chat and highlight these great people. But yeah, Cody Jackson's awesome, man. Yeah. Perfect comment, Cody. Perfect comment. I like it. I like it. It might almost prompt some trolls to join in. Like, oh my God, this guy. It's hilarious. Hilarious. But anyway, yeah, it's hot, muggy. I've got stuff to do. I just wanted to go live and say thank you to all the people that are following the live home tours. And I just wanted to explain. Yeah, I'm not a broker, right? I'm not a real estate guy. So I just want to give the video tour and the information. And if there's a seller there to kind of interview, about their status of the house and when they bought it or built it or whatever they did, then that's what I want to put on the channel. I'm not interested in posting prices and getting into debates with people as to whether it's too much or too little. So, the video tours are just simply that, video tours, and then those links are there, right? So obviously, if you're not in the market for a home, you're just going to enjoy the video tour. If you are inquisitive about how much the house is, you can always send a message or an email, right, to Siri Broker, Century 21. But why would you do that if you're not in the market for a house, right? You can enjoy the video tour and get an idea of different styles of homes that are available here in Thailand. And also Siri Broker, Century 21 Siri Broker, I mean, they have a lot of rental listings too. Now they have a hard time keeping any rental listings. You know what I mean? So if you're just perusing their Facebook page or their website, you may not see a lot of rental properties available because they go so fast in this area. They really, really do. So, but there's legitimate people that are in the market, and obviously they're not going to get offended because I didn't put the price in the video vlog, right? They're just going to go immediately to the resource and ask, what's the price, and go from there, right? Because there's always asking price. There's always offer prices from the buyer. Yeah. So really to just state a price on them wouldn't even do it justice, because there's a whole process, right? From buyer to seller and contracts and offers. But the best thing I could do is share those links of Century 21 Siri Broker, because they can definitively answer all your questions about, do you need a deposit if you're interested and you want to make an offer, right? All those kind of deals. I have no idea, right? I just want to put out the video. That's what I want to do. right? For the benefit of everyone, even those that may not be in the market that just want to get an idea of the housing availability, right? So anyway, I really appreciate you tuning. I wanted to let you guys know that I put them in a playlist now. We're going to try to, keep those coming to you regularly. So even if you're not in the market, it's just kind of nice. I mean, if I was not in Thailand and had a source where I could just watch video tours and kind of hear from the seller and stuff like that, I would tune in. I would definitely want to know those things. You guys are hilarious. I don't have to worry about too much of you know me explaining too much to you wonderful people, right? I mean, you just see the comments on here and they're like, yeah, don't block me, and everybody's just funny, everybody's just taking it with a sense of humor, right? Because they know we're not going to change the channel. We're not going to be, we're not going to come into some drama podcast channel or stuff. There's other channels out there that you can go check that out if you're into it. Sometimes I like tuning into that stuff too, but it's just not what this channel's about, right? And here she is trying to work her way out again. Hey, thanks, Sue. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Well said, Siri Broker. I mean, that's why I say I'm not a troll. Trolls don't make comments with their real name and real identity attached to them. That's not what trolls do, right? So if I go to another channel and make a comment to that channel creator, unfavorable or something, it's not a troll comment. It's an actual comment from somebody that's, being inquisitive. Why are you doing this? Or what's the point? Don't be coy. Just come out and say whatever you're saying. So if they look at that as troll comments, I'm sorry, but there's a big, big difference. And Siri points that out, I wouldn't try to get, a channel creator to, change their platform or tell them what they need to do with their channel. But that doesn't, I mean, you're in the public view, right? That doesn't preclude you from any kind of criticism or somebody else questioning, something about your video. Otherwise, why would you be a public figure and putting out YouTube videos if you can't handle, right? So there's a big difference between trolling and people that have legitimate. Well, I would never remove a comment from my channel if somebody came in and said, man, XYZ, I don't like this, I don't like that, right? It's kind of how you use the English language, right? How you're diplomatic, right? That's constructive criticism. I've pinned those kind of comments before on vlogs because even though, they may have been critical, they weren't troll comments. They weren't just, you know, hacks, right? Just making nonsense comments. I just don't read those. I mean, I'll read into the first sentence, and once I figure out it's nothing but a troll comment, I just hide them from the channel and remove the comment, right? Because I don't want these great people, like right here, tough to you. I don't want them to have to go on to the vlog, and because a lot of people read the other comments, right? They make a comment on a vlog and then they read what other people are saying and maybe reply or whatever. I don't want them to have to defend me or, and when they see that crap, and sometimes it takes several hours to get caught up on removing troll comments. It just does. Hey, she got out. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to close it out. Oh my God, how you see what I'm saying? How quick she can do it. Hmm? She pulled that back, and there's one little gap. It ain't very big on the other side of the rollers there, where this track ends. Just one little beat, and I mean, she has to flatten like a pancake to get through this. Brownie, in sight, in sight. Huh? I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Thank you, Tough to You. I appreciate it. Thank you, Siri Broker, for clarifying things. Well, I mean, if that's the case, then why don't you elaborate? Why don't you bless us with your wisdom and tell us why you're being so critical? I think you're just a troll myself, but could be wrong. Been wrong before. Yeah, exactly. Control. There's a big control factor, Troy. Perry with these people. Like I mean, I've had them get so obsessed. Not only do they want to control the channel, they want to control the open mic business. I mean, they're like overlords, you know? I mean, some of these people are just, they have nothing to do but sit and be keyboard warriors all day and be critical of people, right? And all the rest of the people, all the normal people, they don't have time for that nonsense. They really, really don't. So, I mean, if you have a criticism and it's legitimate and you can, like I say, actually use the English language, then it wouldn't come across as a troll comment at all. Nobody would be getting butt hurt because you would just simply be a legitimate person with a legitimate question. Okay, insight. I gotta go, guys. I gotta get these dogs under control, or my wife's gonna kill me. Bruce Grant, thank you very much. Very good. Appreciate it, Bruce. Well said. Well said. See, if you can't handle that kind of stuff from a guy like Bruce, who's a real supporter of the channel and never does anything but leave great comments of, communicate with all these other great people. If you can't handle him calling you out, then you are a troll, right? And if we click on your little account icon there, we can see when your YouTube account was created, and most of the time it's like brand new, right? Hey, there's Dave Udon. Good morning, Dave Udon. I'm getting ready to close it out because I got dog issues, but anyway, I appreciate you guys coming in to the live stream, and I hope you enjoyed interacting with each other, and I really, really appreciate it. Well, we got 37 in the chat, but I didn't want to keep anybody too long, and I've got stuff to do, so obviously I've got a dog rescue mission at the moment. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Peace and love. And don't worry about the haters, man. It's just part of the game on YouTube. We'll handle it. We'll handle it. But I appreciate your comment, Bruce, because, when you fire back at these dirtbags, yeah, they can't handle it. They're real thin skinned. There's no telling who that is. It likely could be another vlogger here in Thailand with one of their accounts. You just never know, right? But I don't want my people to have to get worked up too much. Right, I can handle all the incoming fire. It does bother me when they start going after friends and they click on your guys' icons to go and see if you have any information in your about tab, like an email where they can try to get you on their side. And don't you realize how terrible Triple T is? And so I feel sorry for the friends and the people that just want to come in and have, positive vibes and interact with each other. And there's a lot of reasons that people watch various YouTube channels, but I don't know. I don't think anybody wants to, to get the incoming fire because they're a supporter of a certain YouTube channel. I would never do that. And those guys that do that are pretty pathetic. It's about as low as you can go. I mean, go ahead and attack me, the channel creator, right? I'm making public social media content, so that makes me vulnerable. But why do you go after people that don't have channels and they're just supporting the channel? It's ridiculous, but it kind of shows their true colors. I got to get off here. Thank you so much. Peace and love to everyone. I'm signing out. Cody Jackson, thank you so much for coming in. April South, thank you all. Thank you all. Appreciate it. What's he got now? Well, let me just bring you up. Let's highlight this idiot. Sutari, that's not your real name because, let me state a fact, okay? There's one thing that all of these trolls and YouTube vlogger haters, all of these people that get involved in this drama, and you see this comment right here, right? You see that? Okay. There's one thing that all of them are not. They are not. One thing, one word. Can anybody guess? I mean, they have a lot of similarities, a lot of things in common, but there's one thing, if you pull them all together, there's one thing that they are not. Anybody guess what they are not? Brownie, insight. One thing that all of them are not. I can tell you 100% certain what they are not. They are not Thai. Brownie, insight. Huh? Insight. You went out, you can come in. Insight. They are not, folks. So they may still, Thai-looking names, but I guarantee you they are not Thai. Thai people don't do that. Well, Thai people could care less what Farangs are doing out there unless they, become aware that there's some Farang that's disrespecting their country. Then they care. But other than that, there are no Thai trolls. So when you see, people, using Thai names with their little, I guarantee you, they are not Thai. No way in hell. They don't do it, man. Thai people, it's a different culture over here. They don't do that, right? They're not going to do that. If you don't believe me, ask Ron San. He'll tell you. They don't do that. You can go look at all these channels. If you see any troll comments and it's got a fake Thai name, it's just that. It's fake. They're not Thai. They don't do it, guys. They don't participate. So all of these drama queens, Brownie, get inside. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's just do this. Jake, come on. I don't even want to end the stream now, just because I want to make this point. I guarantee you, and you guys go look at all your favorite channels. You may see some comments from Thai people. They're never trolls. Come on. Inside. Jake, inside. Inside. He's still got enough brains to listen to me. Inside. Come on. Inside. Good. Let me grab my keys here real quick and get my other dog. I'm just going to keep it going because now I'm all fired up. Yeah, I guarantee you, they are not Thai. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a Thai troll. Perry, you've been in business here a long time. You're a public business person. You've got website, Facebook, all kinds of stuff. You've got a YouTube channel. You ever had any Thai trolls? You ever had one single Thai troll? Yeah, I'm going to get the dog. Don't worry. Perry, have you ever had one single Thai troll leave a bum ass comment on your business page, your website, any of that stuff? Somebody tell me how many trolls in Thailand on these stupid wrong YouTube channels, how many of these trolls are actually Thai? And there's a whole crap ton of them, right? I don't think any of them are Thai. I don't think any Thai would have anything to do with this crap. Brody, inside. Look at this. Inside. Brody, inside. Get inside. Brownie, come on. Come on. Come on. It's a good thing mom's got protection on you. Come on. Oh, my God. I'm hooked to the Wi-Fi, too. Brownie. Guys, we may buffer for a bit. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna close it out, or I'm gonna get killed if something happens to this dog. My wife's baby. She normally listens, but right now she's being stupid too, right? It's a natural thing. So hang on a second, guys. Let me just set it down here a minute. You guys chat amongst yourselves. I really like the educated, non-troll people. The people that believe in kindness to chat with each other about this conversation that we're having. It's a little ridiculous. I'll be right back. All right. Mm. She don't know what's going on. Huh? She's too young to know. All right, I'm gonna close your little big point, huh? Need to put something heavier over here. The problem is I got to go in and out of the truck all the time, and I have to move all this crap. Okay, good girl. Anyway, I hope you guys. Oh, let's see. Got some great comments going on here. Look, no, you can just stay inside. Huh? Stay in there. Uh, it's unfortunate, but it's just it's part of the deal, right? I can accept it's part of YouTube, but uh, a lot of these people aren't even smart enough to use VPNs. They're really not. They think nobody has the ability to ping their ass. Well, we do. We have the ability to know where you're at. And another thing about YouTube in Thailand, if you'll notice, after the words YouTube, there's a little TH. So no matter what location you're using, like my channel technically based out of the United States where my residence is, because I'm an immigrant here, I'm not a resident yet, but doesn't matter. Everything I put out is from YouTube Thailand, right? So there's different rules in different countries, right? So anyway, yeah, these people aren't even smart enough, you know what I mean, to use VPNs. They don't realize we have the ability to find out where they are and all that stuff. So anyway, I don't like to bring a downer subject in the game. I'm just telling you that the best thing is to ignore these folks. We'll remove them and block them. And we just got way too many people and too many good positive vibes. And you can see I'm pretty passionate and I can get fired up about it, especially when I got people like Tup to You. And yeah, Tup to You. I mean, that's just it. YouTube world is in some people's minds, it's like it's their whole world. There's no separation, right? They're living here by choice, like I said earlier, or whatever, right? But actually meeting quality expats and having good friends and stuff like that is not really part of the persona, right? It's all the YouTube world. They can't separate themselves. It's sad. It's sad, but it's true. It's true. And look, I've got people that normally come into my live stream. Some of you know the names real well. I'm not going to call out any names yet, but I might eventually. But you're not seeing them, are you? You see familiar names that used to come into every stream. You're not seeing them, are you? Because see, they're already in bed with these other people that I'm calling out. And I'm not calling out people just for the sake of calling them out. I'm calling them out because what I think they're doing is disrespectful in some way to Thailand. So that's what I do, right? So I could, like I said before, Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care what other star vloggers might think of what I say and do. We all have our voice. We all have freedom of speech, right? But I guarantee you, Siri Broker, have you ever, of all the trolls that you and your lovely wife have had to deal with your real estate company here in Thailand, on your Facebook page, leaving stupid troll comments on your Century 21 Siri Broker website, on your YouTube channel, which you're not a vlogger, you just have videos up on a YouTube channel that people can tune into and see some of the houses or what video tours. How many of these people that you've ever had to deal with, you've ever had to make complaints about reports, how many of them are Thai? Are any of them Thai? That's exactly right. It's a misnomer, guys, that we can't. Well, it's kind of like you guys kind of know me pretty well, right? Pretty well. I mean, I've, got my daughters, introduced to most of the people on the channel. I've been on the great Richard Travel live shows and opened up to people, right? I'm not trying to hide anything, right? And I'm on YouTube. I'm technically a vlogger out of Thailand, but you wouldn't associate me with a lot of these guys. And what the point Perry's making is all these great expats that are here that you never hear from because they don't complain, right? I mean, they've got really awesome quality lives here in Thailand, and they, of course, they have their opinions on things, but they don't get involved in Thai politics. They're not whiners and complainers, right? They've got so many things to be grateful for. Like when I met Rusty Lid and did a spontaneous interview with him up in Pattaya, a guy that just came out of the ALQ. What was one of the first things he said? And that was total impromptu interview. There was no staged or pre-planned what we were going to talk about, right? He was like coming from Maricopa County in Phoenix and so grateful that Thailand allowed him to enter, right? So he had to go through all the crap and the paperwork and, pay the money and get the insurance and do all that nonsense that a lot of people complain about. But he was very, very grateful to Thailand, right? So that's the kind of expats that you really will meet when you come here. Now, I don't know how many of them you're going to meet in a red light district, and I'm not opposed to red light districts, right? To each their own, live and let be, right? But if you really want to know, like the actual, like got to love Thailand, it's just a normal, but he's going to get wrapped up in it too. He's told me, he's like, teacher, I don't have any trolls yet. I'm like, God, thank God. Thank God. But I know that he will eventually. And it's not a matter of whether he's deserving of being trolled. That has nothing to do with it. Trust me. There's really, really sweet people. You guys know Mark Weems. Everybody knows him, right? Great guy. Just bubbly personality. He just highlights food and travel. Go look at some of his vlogs and see how many thumbs down he's got. Now, you probably won't read any troll comments because he has people that helps him with his channeling, removes that junk, right? You don't have time to deal with it. But so, I mean, there's just plenty of examples of really, really good people, foreign expats from all over the world that came to Thailand by choice, love it here. Is everything perfect? Are they a zealot, flag waving? No. But they've created a YouTube channel, however small it may still be. And those are the people that you can really get a perspective of real expat life here, So, I mean, Siri's point is we do have a duty, do we not? I mean, we have a duty to speak up. And it's not about twitchy drama. And, I don't even know all the backstories of Thailand vlogger drama. I could care less. It all seems real juvenile to me, right? But I know that if I dare make a comment with my real account, really me, make a comment critical in any way, boo, I broke the rules, right? And like I say, there's people that you guys are very familiar with that have been in almost every live stream I've ever done, and you don't see them, do you? They're not here now. Well, why is that? Well, they're married to one of these guys in some way. I just use the adjective married as to, they've been followers or mods or whatever on their channels. And now that I've spoken up about, particular things that I think are wrong, right? Then if they come in here and show their face, then, you know what I mean? So it's just a bunch of nonsense, guys. Really, really is. Yeah, talk about a guy that really highlights, so many great people in Thailand that just happen to be creating YouTube channels. Young, old, retired, in business. So many people that can provide useful information. That's what Richard's doing. He loves Thailand. He's anxious to get back here, and he's got a platform to where, he allows all these people, and he's not judgmental, right? He doesn't want to get involved in this drama shit, right, at all. But I guarantee he's not going to turn his back on me, right? He's not married to anybody. He knows right from wrong. He knows I'm not gonna be addressing issues just for the sake of being dramatic or whatever, right? It's not my style. It's not who I am. So, look, I feel sorry for Richard in a lot of ways because he can't be here yet. So he's got a really successful live show, and yet some of these guys, and very, very few we're talking about. Okay, we're not talking about big numbers of Thailand-based vloggers. Some of these guys really are not deserving of being on his platform, right? I mean, that's my opinion now, just my opinion. But Richard is never gonna come out there and get involved in this nonsense. And really, I feel kind of silly talking about it sometimes myself, to be honest. But Look, when you've got tangible business on the ground here, and they're coming after you, and they're coming after your wife, and they're coming after everyone that's associated with your channel, then I've got to speak out. I've just got to let it be known, and I'm not naming names or anything. The people that I'm talking about know exactly who I'm talking about, right? There's no secret message. I'm not trying to be subliminal about it. I just don't want to have to go down the road of saying channel X, channel Y, channel Z. I'm calling you out. I don't want to do that, but at some point I may have to. But thanks, Richard. Yeah, I always enjoy Richard's show. It's just all positivity, man. Even in the time of crisis in Thailand, and he's interviewing people in Thailand, he just, you know, he wants to bring something that people can tune into and feel good about, right? And it's not an easy job. Some of these people got big egos, and you have to tiptoe around, right? But anyway, I'm missing a lot of comments. Exactly. New biscuits for you. Of course. Yeah, they are. Nam Yin's biscuits are far better than mine. All you got to do is show Thai people stuff, and they'll make improvements on it. Quick learners. I'm so fortunate, guys. I really, really am. And look, it's just part of the deal. Take your medicine, as they say. You're on YouTube now, and you've made some public comments on other channels, and people are reading it, and so look out. Right? Well, whatever. Whatever. I mean, just do what you can do. Yeah. Have you quit your day job yet, Richard? Because I know you're just making bank, right? You're making bank. I can't believe you haven't started a GoFundMe site yet to pay for your plane tickets or something to get over here. I mean, everything goes on YouTube, Richard. It's so hilarious. Yeah, get back into the editing room before you get called out or something, Richard. I mean, how dare you show your face on this little channel? Don't you know? Don't you know, Richard? We're just drama queens here, and we're just starting a bunch of trouble. So when you come in here, beware, man. I've got so many good friends that are vlogging from YouTube, and we can't put all the eggs in one basket here, and we certainly don't intend to. But look, what was it? Somebody threw up the famous quote, evil only prevails when good people don't stand up, or when good people do nothing, right? And I'm not calling anybody evil. I'm just, that's kind of the famous quote. There comes a time, if you're in the community here, which when we say community, we're talking about expats in Thailand, right? That's a community, right? There's not that many of us. And then you kind of whittle it down a little further to expat community that have YouTube channels, right? So when you're in the community and you see something that to me is just obviously disrespectful to the Thai people and their culture and stuff, if you just stay quiet about it because you're afraid your channel might get attacked, or you may lose viewers or subscribers, then where's your principles, right? Western privilege is horrible. I don't know where I first heard that terminology, but it's disgusting. It really, really is. It's kind of like they'll complain if immigrants come to their country and don't assimilate. You know what I mean? Hey, when you come to America, you need to learn American history, and you need to, be a proud American and contribute to your community. That's what they expect, right? That's just one example because I happen to be American, I think. But yet when they immigrate to another country, whoa, that's different, isn't it? That's different. Then you don't have to. You're Westerner, so you don't have to. Why would you assimilate into some third world culture, right? I mean, it's literally their egos getting away of a lot of reality. Richard is he's like the best video editor on YouTube. I mean, and his voiceovers, like it's just a pleasant thing to listen to. Hey, thanks for that, Jeff Johnson. I haven't checked in on Rusty lately, but what a great guy. What a great guy. And just to see that, I mean, it's just a representative. He's been to Thailand before in the past, right? He's coming back, and he's retired now, and he wants to make Thailand his home, right? And what's his like natural reaction? He could have come out on that interview and said, "Oh my God, Thailand's horrible. I can't believe I had to jump through these hoops and go through ALQ program." No, he didn't say that, did he? He was just the opposite. He was so grateful that they even allowed him to enter. Period. Right, coming from Maricopa County. So those are the kind of people that I think truly represent the large majority of expats here. You just don't hear from them, right? Like they say, the silent majority is silent because they're not complainers. They're just not. Tony, Bad Badger here in Thailand, I mean, you tune into anything on his channel and tell me that you don't come away with a perspective. Now, here's a guy that came to this country and planted roots and assimilated and has nothing but respect. You're not gonna get any other vibe because he's not in YouTube to create a big revenue stream or become a celebrity or something, right? He's just an expat in Thailand to decide to, share some of his life on YouTube. I mean, it's the best representation that we can have, right? That's why I always refer you guys to channels that I know you're going to tune into and say, wow, it's just a normal expat over there, right? He's got nothing but respect. He's very, very grateful that he's able to live here in Thailand, right? I mean, each country makes their own immigration laws, right? They don't have to do retirement visas. They don't have to make exceptions for people that have Thai family. They don't have to do anything they don't want to do, right? So, I mean, it's just a gratitude, it's apparent. It's apparent. So thank you, Tony. I imagine you got some great stories, a lot of experience in Thailand. And I just love the last premiere video from Tony. It's just a lot of snapshots of photos and stuff of his life here. And I mean, you don't need any commentary. You can just look at the slideshow and realize how much this gentleman has contributed to his community over there in Phang Nga. It's just, I mean, the questions are answered in the pictures. I mean, he's got skills, he's got talents, as we all do, and he teaches, right? He teaches CPR, he teaches diving, and he got involved with rescue in his community. It's just all good shit, guys. There's so many wonderful things on YouTube that for me to spend 5 seconds harping about trolls or other, you know, idiots that are putting out content that I would never recommend to anyone, right? It's kind of, I need to subdue my passions at times too. Dave, it's just the wrong way to look at it, man. I'd love to see your dance moves, and it can be like a 10-second clip, and Richard will add it in there. You should just do it. We all need something to laugh at. We all need positivity. Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah, yeah. All kinds of sweet people that have trolls. Really. Exactly, Bad Badger. See, Dave, how much encouragement do you need, Dave? Dave? Huh? Huh? I would love to see it, man. Thailand Digital Nomad in the house. Hey, brother. I know you're up early and busy this morning. Appreciate you, man. You're talking about another great addition to the expat community, a real representative of people that are just grateful. I mean, this guy went through hell, pure hell, and a lot of expense to get back into what he considers his home country now, right? He came here to make his home. So, I mean, can you believe that anybody would go to his channel and click a thumbs down? I mean, can you just imagine anybody would do that? All he's doing is putting out videos for his family back in the UK so they can see the progression of their new life, their new chapter, right? He's got all kinds of investments here, right? He's got property. It's just, it just goes to show you, man, that you don't have to do anything wrong. You don't have to be deserving of any of it. And dare I say that a lot of it is generated from actual YouTube creators in Thailand. It's not just like some random troll that happened to stop by, right? These guys watch everything, man. Trust me, I've got people that got my back that these trolls don't realize they have my back. So they'll send them screenshots of comments that I've made on another channel or something, or screen record a section of my video and send it to them. And like, look at this, trying to get them to see how terrible I am, right? Well, they don't realize that they're actually true friends, that they don't give a crap about this YouTube world nonsense. And they give me heads up. They'll call me up. Hey, you wouldn't believe, right? And I don't name names. I'm not going down that road, right? I'm not going to give, the trolls more ammunition to go after people that are my friends that they're sending this stuff to. So, it just is what it is. And my life is, it's pure bliss. You guys know this, right? It's not going to affect me, but do I need to, speak to the subject? I think I do. I think I do at this point, because I don't care what they say or do on my channel. It's not going to be read. It's just going to be removed and blocked, right? We've already got that covered. We've learned our lesson, right? But when they start going after my friends, like this gentleman here, how can I be silent? Because it's all the same people, guys. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Don't you just love those videos that Dave put out about the traditional Thai dance? God, I love that stuff. Good morning, sir. Or like Greenie Travels. He's not a dancer either. Great guy, by the way. He just did the head bob, right? Just bobbing his head. And he's not in the dance videos, but he's in like the intro clips and stuff. So, I mean, just the least little whatever you want to do. Exactly right. Up to you. Very good statement, Bad Badger. And Thai people would say lao da, lao da, which is just up to you. So, look, I see the people that are missing. One of them I thought for sure was my friend, but he's gone, right? Exodus. I broke the rules, Tony. I broke the rules. So that changes things. And look, up to you. I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah, pancakes and bacon this morning, or what are we doing? I'm definitely going. And I've already got Nam Yin making the contacts to the three strong Thai guys that came over and repaired our gate. So I'm on it. I don't know if it'll be today or not, but we're going to get that fridge out there. So please tell the missus that we're on it. Thank you, Sue. He's such a wonderful man. God, he's such a wonderful man. Thank you, Jeff Johnson. If you guys want to subscribe, like like I say, he's an IT guy. He's got the capability of making great videos if he wanted to be that kind of a channel, and he's just not interested, right? He's got a YouTube channel because he wants to share, with family and stuff. So, but it does help to subscribe, and get all those good vibes from watching his content. But unfortunately, man, he gets the other side of it too, which is very unfortunate. I do too. I agree, man. I agree. And I'm happy for every channel that grows. I see absolutely nothing wrong with being an entrepreneur and making money online. And that's just it. They hit you with, oh, you're just jealous because all these big channels and your channel is still small, right? I mean, come on. We all know that's not true, right? But yeah, man, kudos to everyone that is able to create content that people enjoy. And there's a lot of people that know how to work the algorithms and stuff like that. I mean, it's all good. It's all wonderful. I'm 100% in support of what people do with their YouTube channels. But I would just ask those people that have been successful, if you want to give back to Thailand, do it, man. do it legitimately. Like, people will have respect for you because you're using your platform, your turf, which is an odd word to use, but that's the way a lot of these people see it. I've stepped into their turf, right? Turf wars, whatever. Use your voice and your platform for the benefit. And if you don't want to do that, then don't do that either. But don't be a poser, man. Don't pretend that you're all that in a bag of chips because you got a YouTube channel and look at me, I'm a great guy, right? I mean, don't fake it, man. Don't fake it. There's legitimate needs, legitimate charities that have to go through all kinds of red tape and transparency and audits and all this crap. Tons of them. Tons of them. Do a quick Google search for charity foundations in Thailand. Find your favorite one, whether it's children or elderly or whatever, local community foundations, and use your channel and your voice, man, to promote that. Put those links in there. People can go directly to them and send their contribution, and then they'll have respect for that channel. Would they not? I would. And I respect the channels that don't even get into the game of it, right? They're not in YouTube for charity, right? That's not why they're doing it. And so if you come across something in one of their vlogs that relates to a need, whether it's an orphanage or whatever it is, they'll just simply put the link to that charity in the description box. They're not going to be, send me the money and then I'll transfer it to them. I mean, these are people that I respect that do it that way. So I have no doubt, Uncle Richie, I have no doubt. And I thank you for not turning your back on me. And look, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I've probably said and done a lot of things I shouldn't have said and done, right? I'm sorry. But what I will not do is condone what I see to be completely wrong. Completely wrong. Content that just, if it disgusts me, then I know how disgusted Thai people would be, because I'm assimilated here, right? Period. And so I see it from that perspective, and I don't understand why there's not more awareness, right? But anyway, I appreciate it, man. I mean, and for those that are watching that don't want to comment with their account names or whatever, hey, I understand that too, man. I understand it too. So either way, man, I'm not asking anybody to get involved or take a side or, any of that's just childish nonsense. But, I'm only saying what I have to say because I'm being overwhelmed, right? This is not just because nothing's going on and, there's an elephant in the room and, I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm not creating drama out of thin air or anything, I'm just, and I'm not calling out people by name because I really don't want to do that. But if it persists and they're sycophants, keep bringing it to me, because we can ping them. Most of them are not smart enough to use VPNs. There's no anonymity, right? You can create whatever fake account you want, but unless you're smart enough to at least use a VPN when you're going to, right? So, sometimes you got to address it. And, it's a hot topic. Obviously, I got 48 watching. That's a lot for this little channel. I'm all hot and sweaty and haven't showered yet. So that's the reason I'm not showing you my ugly mug. Rather just kind of keep up with the chatters here. And man, I've missed so many chats and I'm sorry, but, right. I tell you what, Dave's going to handle whatever comes his way, good, bad, or indifferent. He's not going to change who he is. And we all have faults and mistakes in our past. Badger, it's just so true, man. I mean, it's just so true, brother. I mean, I know anybody that may have followed my channel and didn't know about yours, and then, seen the link or whatever and went over to your channel. It just got that warm feeling, man. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know TDN found your channel through me, and people love you, Tony, just for who you are, right? Yeah, that's what I say. I don't get it. Like, do you guys ever hear me talk about channels that I don't like? Like, why would I come on here and say, hey, you know, there's 10 channels that I want you guys to know about? I was like, what is the point? I don't, but that's just what we're dealing with, like a gang in high school. I mean, it's just so, you know, if I don't say it, right, if I just stay silent, then they think that they've had some big influence. That I'm scared. I'm not going to speak out against one of these star vloggers or something. Well, obviously they know that's not true. I mean, if they want to play games, I won't play games because I'm an adult, but I will take action. And trust me, if you defame a Thai business as a foreigner, you're in big doo-doo, right? So all I can say is, I don't want to participate, but I absolutely will, and I'll do it in the adult world. I'm not going to stoop to their levels or anything, but I will expose people. And I never wanted to do that. I never have any intentions of that. What I'm all about is just like this gentleman right here that we've got highlighted at the current moment. That's what I'm all about. That's what I'm going to continue to be about. All this great positivity and people that like the way I actually interact with the live chat. Now, when I'm doing the home tours, I just want to do the home tours, so I apologize that I'm not, conversating with the live chat when I'm doing that. But other than that, anytime I'm live, I really do my best to try to keep up with the chat because, these are people that are supporters of the channel, or maybe some of them are in here for malicious reasons. But once again, if they will, use proper verbiage with their critique and state a case, my moderators are not going to remove those comments, right? We're not thin-skinned here. I'm open to all criticism, right? But what we're really about is like Mr. Shannon here. My God, see, I just love reading that stuff, James. You're an incredible man. You are an incredible man. Thank you for making light humor of it. It's the best way to handle it. It's just, you ain't missed anything. You haven't missed anything. Yeah, I love that one, Bill. It just, there's no words needed. There is no words needed. And is he doing it for braggadocious self-benefit or something? No, not at all. He's an example of high-quality expats here in Thailand. He just decided to go ahead and create a YouTube channel. Yeah. And he doesn't need to network or have the approval of established vloggers. Jake, shut up. Did she go out again? Surely not. Probably. Is she out, Jake? Get in sight. Huh? In sight. In sight. That's the only and I really didn't intend to go this long. Well, shit. Man, something happened to her. I'd be in big doo-doo. Get inside. Hey, Ronnie, inside. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. My God. You're going to get me in trouble. Stay. Huh? She's strong, man, to be pulling all the weight back and getting out through that curtain. Anyway, yeah, it's a prolonged live stream just because, we had a troll come in and it just kind of highlights what I really don't want to do on this channel. But, if I go the extra mile and make my point, then hopefully I won't have to continue to do it. I mean, your message should be received. It's not complicated, right? There's too many good people And, my channel's not going to go away. So, these guys are trying to get me to stop YouTubing or something. It's not going to work. Right. And we're going to keep positive and all that. And I don't feel like we're not being positive today. We're just having to talk about a subject that affects so many of my friends and good people. And look, to all of you other Thailand based vloggers that might be listening or listen to the playback, I'm not being judgmental. I'm not trying to say you're working illegal without a work permit. That's not my game. I'm not down with any of that. Right. I'm just calling out people that I think are doing wrong by the Thai people, and they've got their Western privilege egos on, and they're not aware. And so, take it for what it's worth. If you're not doing any of that, this message is not for you. I've got a lot of great friends on YouTube that I respect that are in business of various kinds out of Pattaya and everywhere else. I have absolutely no criticism of any of those folks, right? There's just certain ones out there that are doing things that are not right. And now they've got all their fake accounts and trolls, coming at me and all my friends. So that's the only reason I even want to discuss this crap. We're going to go on and keep doing what we do with the channel, right? But you can't help but be defensive against people that don't deserve this crap at all. They don't deserve one troll or one negative person coming into their social media accounts. I've got some screenshots of a well-known vlogger here in Thailand that came into my Facebook account and dropped some troll comments. I've got them all. I've got private messages. I've got all that stuff. I've never broadcasted it. I don't want to, but there may come a time when I need to. So I've got it. You guys would probably be surprised who did this crap, right? And when you read what was sent, you'd be like, how can a YouTuber that's got a bunch of subscribers be a troll? And it's really him. It's not a fake account. Somebody stole his profile. This is really him, his real full legal name on Facebook, right? I don't want to go there, but it is what it is. He's got a big voice, and now he's making veiled threats and references to his connections and be able to talk to immigration. It's juvenile nonsense. And so if he keeps going, he is going to be called out. And I'll be sharing all of that stuff on the back green shot behind me, green screen, right? I'll have it all up there. So you know who you are. Just, you might want to tamper it down on your know-it-all expert Farong YouTube attitude, because you're about ready to reap the whirlwind. And you know exactly who you are. And a lot of you listening know who it is. I just don't like, I was accused of being a drama queen. My words are going to have consequences, blah, blah, blah. And I wasn't even the one that did any drama. I'm the one that was the receiver of the troll. And yet I was accused of being the drama queen. They instantly thought that I was going to go on my channel and expose their dumb ass, which I have not yet done and don't want to do. But they better quit making these veiled threats and references on their vlogs, because I'll tune in and I'll see it, and it's about to get ugly, guys. So anybody that might have a perspective of someone that's big here in the YouTube community, and you think, wow, a great person or whatever, and then I come out swinging, I don't want to do that. I don't want to try to get anybody to unfriend someone or, try to expose their true colors. I know their true colors, and that's enough for me. So I'm done, right? I'm over it. And I don't want to go down that road. But when I keep tuning in and seeing these references and these little veiled threats, and I've caught them trolling my live stream. We pinged them, right? We know exactly where they were located. They weren't smart enough to be using a VPN. So, but you haven't heard me call anybody out by name yet, have you? I will. Yeah, loves a swimming pool. Love that. Pat Badger's he would never go down this road that I'm talking about. He's too kind of a gentleman. And I don't want people to start thinking that I'm going to be this guy that's going to be drama all the time. But look, I got things that I have to say. Hey, anytime, man. We got our secret kickbacks, don't we, Tony? Yeah. Yeah, everybody knows that you and I are in the game to make big profits on YouTube, man. We're gonna keep it up. It's our stealth plan. Ah, I love Maggie, man. I tell you what, man, there's so many great English speaking Thai people on YouTube. Really, really is. And they're all aware of algorithms and views and all the stuff, right? They're entrepreneurs using YouTube, but it's their country, right? So they don't need any, permits or anything. Man, this StreamYard, you got to be careful what you touch. Anyway, I went on and run. Here we go. Yeah, no, he's not faceless at all. And it's a shame that he has to deal with anything. He's just such a great person. And so many of them are, right? So that's what they want to do, TDN. They want to get me to quit YouTube. They don't want the true representation of high quality expats over here on the YouTube platform because maybe it might expose them for their phony crap that they've been doing for years over here, right? That's kind of what it boils down to. So, they come at you with everything personal, and TDN has told me some of the stuff, guys. It's sick, man. It is sick. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. I didn't know I was anybody's favorite vlogger, but I appreciate it. Today, I'm not doing a good job. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, talk about a good vlogger. This is one of my favorite channels, guys. This channel doesn't have anything on this guy. This guy is incredible at video production. So go check out Carl's Thailand, please. Awesome guy, man. Awesome. I have yet to meet him. And I saw him on an interview up with Nick Dean and Martin. Nick and Martin are great guys, too. Great guys. I'm going to start calling Martin just now. Anybody get that one? Yeah, Martin says just now all the time. He's from Scotland, right? So it's like part of their vocabulary. If something is currently going on, it's like just now, Martin, just now. Anyway, I think that's where I first got introduced to Carl, or it might have been through Richard. I'm not sure, but I know that I saw the interview in the great stream platform that Nick Dean has with his great channel. So yeah, Carl, thanks for coming in, buddy. And I apologize if you happen to be hearing a little bit of rambling that maybe you weren't aware is going on. A lot of people just don't pay attention to any of it, and I certainly wouldn't be using my voice to deal with any of it unless it's in 30. Okay, in 30. I better close this out, guys. I got to go meet with customers. Yeah, Bill, and the thing about it is he came here many, many years ago. Got a lot of experience in Thailand, and he admitted to me that when he was in his 50s and stuff, he could have made a go of it, and stayed here and retired, but he wasn't ready yet. That's why he took his Thai wife and went back to the UK and built up a bigger nest egg. You know what I mean? So it's just great, great, great people, man. Great people. And it's sad that only because, now get this, only because they're associated with a little big channel like mine, do they get the trolls. I don't think that TDN would be on anybody's radar, right? But he just happened to be involved in the Triple T channel, and Triple T has stepped out of line and broke the rules, right? You can't go against one of these star vloggers, guys. Can't do it. Now, that doesn't mean that all the vloggers are ganging up and defending what was done. Not at all. Not at all. It's not like, like I said, I don't want to cast aspersions over the entire, successful YouTube channels here in Thailand, because there's tons of them that are friends of mine and really, really good people. So I hope I'm not, getting anybody confused about what I'm talking about there, just because I'm not naming names at this point. There's way more good people out there. But it's unfortunate that TDN has to deal with any of this crap. That's what I don't get about the whole mindset, TDN, that they got to go after me and anybody associated with me, right? There's tons of channels that I don't watch. I just don't enjoy the content. But I don't go to their channels and make any comments or give them a thumbs down. Why would I do that? Right? It's just, and we share the love all the time, especially with smaller channels, you know, like Richard Travel does a lot too, you know, really trying to get people to the 1,000 subscribers so they can get a broader audience, not for revenue. It just, you know, because everybody would like to have a broader audience, right? Kind of like that, Jimmy. It's kind of, we've been touching on that, and we weren't going to, but like I was ready to close this thing, and I got to close it pretty quick, but then we had one come in and just set the example of what we don't want to deal with. Jake, sit down. Hey, no. Oh my God. Oh shit, guys. Gotta go. Thank you. Bye bye.